Hello, my crafty friends. It's Tranae here, and today we are doing a layout of MK. Look at my little niece. This is when she was 3 months. Now she's like 9 months, and she's up and crawling around and pulling up on everything and getting into a lot of mischief. Like, I love this little thing right here, y'all, but she keeps me running. Like, she makes me work for my title of being called auntie. But to the layout. So using all these papers are from a very old hip kit. I actually did this layout months and months and months ago. I think it was probably like October, November. However, I am just getting around to doing the voiceover for it and doing the editing. This was one of the files I was able to recover. If you guys are not familiar with my channel, or if you didn't see the last video, I had an epic just foul event. It was like horrible. I lost like 3 terabytes of data. I know, right? But I was able to recover some of it, so it wasn't a total loss. And this one was one of the ones I was able to recover, and I was so happy because I really did love this layout. And I first up, I like to do my scrapbooks on or my scrapbook layouts on like a sheet of white paper, and it's just a plain 12 by 12 that I use as a base. Even if I'm using like a full page, I still like to use a white sheet as a base to like give it some weight. I don't know why, it's not required, but it was useful with this one since I'm like doing different layers. So the first layer is just a sheet of blue cardstock that I got from like Michael's or something like that, and then like the other papers are from the hip kit. So this one I loved, and it was one of those papers where I like the front and the back equally, so I was just like, I'm using both. So I when I cut it probably about 2/3 of the way, so probably like 8 inches. Next, I added a little bit of gold, because you guys know every layout has to have a little bit of gold in it, just because. No, I'm kidding. But I do love gold, and I love the gold foil paper, so I thought it would be a cute little way to break up, where the two colors meet. And also, I left a little room in between my papers so that I can tuck things down in there after I fussy cut the next images, and you'll see that in a second. I matted my photo on some glitter cardstock. This is just like some pink glitter paper from Hobby Lobby. They always have this in stock. Well, I'm not gonna say always, but they usually have this in stock. It's like one of their just basic basic papers that is always there. And I'm glad it's always there too, because I love it. I've used this color a lot. It's a really pretty pink, and I just wanted just a little bit to be peeking out, not too much. And I'm using some tacky glue to hold it down. I started with tape, and then I was like, Tranae, what are you doing? This glitter is not gonna stick with this tape. So then I came in with my glue, and it's been holding up just fine. So next we get to grab those scissors and get to cutting, and this took forever. And yeah, it really did take a long time, so I'm going to speed it up a little bit so I don't bore you guys. once I got all my pieces cut out, all I did was just grab a little bit of glue and tuck them down. I wanted it to look like all the flowers were growing from behind that line, so that was why I left that little lip of room so everything would just tuck down. And some of the flowers I popped up on foam, some of them I glued flat. Also did the same thing with the flowers. Some of them I overlapped on top of each other, tucked them behind, just, you know, different ways just to give it a little bit of dimension. And I did this, you know, and fussed with this for quite a while. It ended up becoming one of those things where, you know, you just have to say, okay, I've done enough and I'm going to pull back and stop. For me, that's always like my hard part of crafting, knowing when to stop. So for this photo, as you can see, it has like a little heart shape because y'all, I am not gonna lie, this was a screenshot. I didn't want to scrap my like my actual photo that I have, like the one that we paid for. I didn't want to scrap that one because I was scared I might mess it up and then I wouldn't have a photo. So I pulled this one from my phone, just, you know, because they give you what do you call it? They give you like low res file so you can like share it on Facebook and stuff. And I printed it out, and since I was printing like this small size, it worked out fine. I didn't have to worry about losing like picture quality or anything. It was very clear and very pretty. So yeah, but back to what I'm doing. I am trying to find something to cover up that little heart. And I decided to use some cute girl puffy stickers. And I'm using the butterflies in the word adorable because I think she is adorable. And I think she knows it too. Because she tries to get away with everything with her auntie. Like, she totally has me wrapped around her fingers. Or finger, I guess that's the proper term. It has me wrapped around her finger. But yeah, so I put the photo down at kind of a angle. I don't know, I'm in this weird place where I want everything on an angle. Just like certain things though, because then I get like really particular with stuff and I want some stuff like super straight, and then I like my photos on an angle. I don't know. But I got this on like a little slight angle. I thought it gave it something. Somebody may look at it and disagree and like you should have kept the photo straight, but I like it, so it stays. So next I just decided where I wanted to add my little puff stickers, and you guys are going to see me fuss with this quite a bit. I couldn't decide where I wanted it. At first I was going to put the adorable like right to the side, and I end up changing that towards the end. And so for this one, I left in like all of my little struggles and like my moving stuff around because I wanted to know, do you guys like it better when like I show the whole process, like when I change stuff around, or do you like it when I cut out like all the like the changes and just show you the straight process of how I create something? I always wonder like which one do you prefer, because personally I like, when I watch videos, I kind of like seeing the whole process, and because sometimes I struggle with like placement of stuff, and I like to see other crafters show that they struggle with it and their like rationale behind moving certain stuff certain ways. So that's just, you know, me, but I am making these videos for you guys, so I would rather know what you would like to see. And just let me know in the comment if you like seeing like the whole process, or if you would prefer me to like edit some of this stuff out so that the video would be so next I grabbed that ballerina, and she also came with the hip kit. It's from the Maggie Holmes Gather ephemera set, and I loved her. I really felt like something was needed at the bottom. I don't know, it was just kind of nothing going on down there, and I don't know, it just felt too plain. So I added her, and then came the drama of adding her to, the actual paper since she was see-through. So I used some glossy accent because it dries clear and it's super strong and it's not going anywhere. And also I added some what do you call them, like word labels from it was from a Tim Holtz paper pad that I have. I added that next to her to bring in a little bit more black. And at this point, I was still trying to figure out what else I wanted to add. Up in that corner, as you can see where I'm tapping, it just looked a little bare right there. It looked like it was a hole, like, in the paper. So I added, like different stuff. And right here, I was thinking, I had cut out those leaves, and I was like, I wonder how would it look if I added, put it on there the other side. And then I was like, yeah, I don't like that at all. So I flipped it back around. But I mean, you never know how stuff might look until you try it out. And I played with it a while, and then I was just like, no, we're not gonna do that at all. So I just fussed around with these little leaves until I got them in the proper placement. That I was like, I want a little bit more black, but I didn't have like a 12 by 12 sheet of black paper. So I took this is like chalkboard paper. I took that, and since the edges were pretty clean, I used it as my border, because honestly I'm probably never going to use that paper the way it is. So kind of like use it for what you can. And it actually brought in a really pretty texture to the layout, because it's not like a smooth black paper. It's literally chalkboard, because you can write on this paper with chalk, so it has like that gritty texture to it. And I really like that. I really like the grit to it, because this is a very cutesy layout, and I think it needed just a little bit more texture to it. Now, I did go back, and I was going to try to peel it off, but couldn't get it, because that little bit of black on the side was just a little too much compared to the other side, and that was driving me crazy. So I did take my paper trimmer and trim that off. and that is the same paper pad that I used for the black label down there. And I figured I will add one up under the adorable, just to bring in a little, I guess, balance. And that was it. That was pretty much all I did for this layout, and I really do love the way it came out. I love the ballerina. I love like the little words too, like the little messages on there. Hopefully when she's older she can look back at these layouts and see some of the messages on there as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.